Oh, there we go.
Hey, how you doing, everyone? We made it. Oh my goodness. Don't be hating on us, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Ruby Girl Talk. Welcome, welcome. Once again, I have a fantastic guest. And when I tell you her spirit is so vibrant, so we're going to have some fun tonight. Just girlfriend chatting, just getting to know Dr. Anita. She is a wonderful person. I don't know if she remember, but she came to my event years ago, Relationship Real. Oh my God, it was so long ago. I don't,
Yeah,
yes, that's how I initially met her. I didn't mention anything. I was just going to mention it online tonight, but that's how we originally
yeah.
met. See, look, she forgot.
But I said, I know good well, I know this sister. That's okay, that's it. That's it.
Surprise!
Yeah.
So good night, good evening, everyone. So tonight, you see, we already bringing the energy. We matching each other energy. So Dr. Anita, what I want you to do is just go on my page, find this video, and share it on your page. That way, your people can also watch this video. If it's too much for you, I got you. Don't worry about it. I got you. So what I do during this time is I like to talk about Ruby Girl because a lot of people just don't know about Ruby Girl. But first, if you out there, share, share, share. It's free. It's free. Like I said, Facebook will not send you a bill. I will not even charge you for it. You good. Just go ahead and share so that other people can hear what we got to say. Let's encourage somebody on tonight. Somebody might be down and they see the laughter and they start laughing. So it's so simple. But let me tell you about Ruby Girl. So Ruby Girl comes from Proverbs 31 and 10. Who can find a virtuous woman, for her price is far above the price of a ruby? So ladies, it makes you rare, virtuous, and valuable. Yes, it's in the word. I'm telling you, it's something about that word. When it talks about us, it makes us feel so special. So guess what? Go to rubygirl.net and I want you to get you a t-shirt. Now, I'm wearing this one tonight, which is the camouflage, but what we got coming out for the month of November is our new design, y'all. So our new design is perfect. It is gold and it is burgundy, just in time for the holiday season. So let me tell you about the shirt of the month. So every month I have been changing the pattern on the Ruby Girl shirt. So with the shirt of the month, you get a story and you get a custom pair of socks with your t-shirt. So that is just awesome. You have something to read as you sit back with your socks that have your name on them. And the Ruby Girl shirt of the month is $40. Now, right now, if you go, you'll see last month Ruby Girl shirt of the month. It's on sale for 25. But tonight, I'm going to be putting up our new t-shirt. Let me show it to you again. Get ready for the holiday season. Go. Be bold with your goal, y'all. So go to rubygirl.net and every Thursday, it's Ruby Girl Day. That's your day to shine. That's your day to put on your shirt, post a selfie, tag me in it, and rock the fact that you are a Ruby girl. And so on Thursdays, I give you 15% off. You're off the Ruby Girl t-shirts. But I got one more thing, and I promise you, your favorite Ruby Girl K is done. This Friday is Ruby Girls versus Island Girls. Y'all, you do not want to miss this. When I tell you, we are going to be knocking the enemy out the box. We're getting in this ring. We're knocking out self sabotage. We're knocking out these things that have kept you in a cycle for a long time. We're going to give you the weapons of warfare that you need to be successful and for you to stop feeling like you're defeated. So,
Mm.
this Friday at 7 p.m. in the Zoom room, you can go to Eventbrite. If you look up in the posting section, click that link, get your ticket. It's only $20 investment into you. So if you're ready for brand new, if you're ready for 2023 to be the year of me, then make sure you at this event. When I tell you the Ruby Girls versus the Island Girls, I have two women from one from Samoa, one from Antigua, and then I have my a fellow Ruby girl, Marietta Mills. So it's going to be Marietta Mills. It's going to be Chris Ann Ambrose from Antigua. It's going to be Pelly Hunkin for Samoya. Y'all, you got to be in this room. So, all right, let's get to the
Wow.
good part. Dr. Anita, thank you for being so patient. So, what I'm going to do for you, because I love you, and
Oh,
because
I
I
love
know you,
it.
I'm going to share this to your page. And so while you introduce yourself, let everybody know who you are.
Thank you. All right. Hey, everybody. Oh, blessings, peace, and love this evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are watching. Yeah, I'm Dr. Anita Caprice. I'm a mom, a beautiful twin girl, handsome son-in-law, and grandma to precious five. I am a poet, writer, and author, metaphysical counselor and a teacher, and Michigan Unemployment Appeals advocate, and a precinct delegate for the second time. In the 80s, I was a precinct delegate, and then decided to write my name on that ticket this year again, and to do the precinct delegate thing. I'm the founder of the Empowerment Through Spoken Word Poetry, a Help to Heal Foundation, and the Tap Into You Movement, LLC. Also Angai Poetry and Music Publishing, and also I'm the global chair with G100 Prison Reforms and Reintegration. Our beautiful, beautiful sister, Dr. Harbina Roarai, the founder, visionary, and president. So that's who I am. I'm a energy gal, and I just believe in easy peasy, nice and breezy. That's where the journey has brought me to this day, and that's what you see is what you get. That's who I am.
Yes, you can feel, your vibrancy for life. You meet a lot of people now that are down. It's a lot of depression that's going on because life gets so heavy. And when I put out there to advertise, I said she know how to make lemon. She's a good lemonade maker
I saw
because
that.
yes, because life is going to give us what life is going to give us. It's all about how we handle it and how we process it. You can process it with a good attitude or a bad attitude, because some people are in prison, locked up behind bars, but they're not in prison because their mind is free and they are productive while they're in there. I actually had a friend that told me, he said, my best time was when I was locked up. I got free meals. He said, I got to study. He said, I educated myself. He said, it was like a break to me. I was like, good for you. I don't want to go through that experience.
Right.
So, all right, let's get into our talk tonight. Everybody been waiting on this talk. So we were just talking about your positive attitude, and that's how you navigate life. Now, tell us, help us to handle life when it gets rough.
You know what I can share is that, and what I've learned so far on my journey is that when things get rough, when challenges come, I've learned that, okay, what I need to do is find out what my lesson is. Because once I realized, okay, there's a blessing in this. There's a lesson, because that's just letting me know that my soul is saying, hey, kiddo, it's time to move on. It's time to elevate. So once you get past this challenge, you're on another plane. You're toward another plane. So that's success. So for me, when challenges, and they come, they come, my main thing that I think of, I say, okay, what I try to do, and it's one of those, I believe, help me in my unbelief. So my main thing is that I try to say, okay, keep my eyes single, and whatever's going on, I just say, I trust in thee, I love thee, I thank thee. I may not understand. It's not for me to understand, but long as I know that I'm keeping my trust in God, you know what I mean? That I know that whatever is happening, I'll get through it. And when I get through it, I'll be a better person. And somewhere down the line, it could be years later, I'll understand and say, that's why I went through that. Because whatever I've gone through yesterday, I've learned, whatever I've gone through yesterday, it brought me to today. And I'm very, very, I feel blessed. I'm humbled. I feel very privileged to be where I am today.
But this
Yeah,
is what I got. When you're going through something and these trials, get the lesson because it's a lesson. It's,
absolutely.
you know, it's not that God is showing you that you're weak. God
No.
is showing you how strong you are. I mean, if you're in the gym, you don't know how much you can lift unless you keep putting weights and weights and weights. And then you
Absolutely.
find out, wow, I can lift 100 pounds. So
Mhm.
that's what these trials and these tribulations is. It's not for God to show us, oh, you're weak in this area. It's for
Oh,
him to show you're stronger than you think you are. And then
absolutely.
you also say stay focused. So don't focus on what's going on. Focus on God. It's just like if you driving. I had a bad habit when I came out the pandemic of just looking
Mhm.
around, forgetting to say look straight. So thank God it wasn't people on the road. But if I'm driving and I'm focused everywhere else and something happened in front of me, I'm gonna be I, it's going to take me longer to stop. It's
Right.
more of I can have an accident, but if I'm focused, I'm ready for whatever comes with me. So
That's
that's what I got. Those are two ways to handle life, and those are the best way to handle life. It's all about your attitude. Like I say, somebody will look at a lemon and say, "Oh, that's sour," but then somebody be like, "Oh, I love lemonade without sugar," you know?
absolutely. Absolutely. That's one thing I've been looking at something and it really makes it really makes a difference. And it really hit me that it says altitude is determined by attitude. And not just altitude up in the sky, altitude regarding health, altitude regarding wealth, altitude regarding peace of mind, altitude regarding, love and friendship and faith. And another thing that has also taught me is that I've learned to ask for help.
Oh, that's hard.
Ask for I learned I had to learn to ask for help and not be so prideful that I don't want people to know if I'm experiencing something. That that takes humility. And that's something that we, of course, you want to talk with people that you can trust, you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's one thing I had to learn during challenges. And I had one challenge, it repeated over and over and over until I learned, hey, ask for help.
Mm. We
That
have
was
been
my lesson.
we've been created for community, but I think we've been taught as a culture that when you're asking for help, that we kind of embarrassed by it, and we've been
Yeah.
taught be strong, you got this, you can handle this. But honestly, we seen through the pandemic people falling to pieces and not getting help. And so now we're seeing the aftermath of that, all this crazy stuff that's going on. We're like, what happened to people? What happened is people was isolated and couldn't get the help. And sometimes the help is just going to work, getting out your household so you can have peace of mind. But you sitting in the house with your tormentor for 24/7, you can't even really go to the store. You can't really that. It has shifted a lot of people's minds, and now people are trying to heal without getting help. So you're right. We need to ask for help. It's okay. It's not a sign of weakness. It means that
Oh,
I've done all I can do, and I need a brother and sister to help me to go a little bit farther. Oh,
absolutely.
yeah. So,
It takes strength. I just share with my grandson. I said, you know what? It takes strength to ask for help. It's easy to keep things to yourself. That's
mhm,
very easy. There's no strength or courage in that. The courage
mm,
is speaking out and saying, hey, I need help. That's the courage. That's the strength. And that's one of the lessons that I had to learn. Yeah.
wow, that's good. Like a lot of things that we think are weaknesses is really not. We just
No,
been taught that asking for help, you're weak, this, you're weak, when really not at all. You're going through a storm, you're being persecuted when it's not. If we sometimes stop and look at the things that we believe, like people, I don't want to make a mistake, so I'm not going to try to do that. You learn from your mistakes. At work,
absolutely.
when I'm teaching, when I'm training, and they like, well, how you know this and that? I said, look, I made a lot of mistakes in this job.
Right.
And because I made a lot of mistakes. I had to learn how to fix them and hide them before my manager found out. So trust me when I tell you that I know what I'm talking about. I was the
Right.
mistake queen. It was some days I went in the bathroom and said, Lord, they gonna fire me. But God was so good. He covered me, Dr. Anita. So
Mhm.
tell us about your spoken word poetry. And can we just get an example?
Oh, sure. I'd love to. I'd love to. I have been writing poetry as long as I can remember. I am 66 years of age, and I remember being a little girl with my friend. We used to call each other cousins, being on the porch, the cement porch, and we're exchanging our poetry with each other. I say, hey, Ronnie, listen. She said, hey, listen to this. And we would just share. And it was, well, I remember when I was 16 and I would share my poetry with the family, and my grandmother one time, we were in the kitchen. And she said, well, she said, Angel, you need to, why don't you share your poetry? And I said, oh, Mama, no, I would never share my poetry, because then, when I write, if you want to know about me, read my stuff. And I call mine poetic affirmations, because I write about life experience. I write about things that I've gone through. So I would say I never would want anyone to know me that intimately, because I was afraid. My thing was, well, the people got to know me, the who I really was, they won't like me. So I want to keep this mask up. So I would hold on to and keep them close to my chest, with the exception of my cousin. Well, I don't know what happened. I don't, maybe an epiphany. I don't know. I'm sure it was a gradual thing. That's how they say it takes, what they say, 15 years to become an overnight something. So I guess it maybe it's taken that journey to realize that, we're one. We're all one. And more than likely, the things that 10 people have experienced, so have I, because we all experience the same life. So I began to just start sharing my pieces and with other people. And then it came to dawn on me, that we all have a purpose, and a way to fulfill that purpose. And what I've learned was that our one purpose is to express the attributes of God and serve self and others. That's all of our purpose. That's the whole purpose. The how we express that is different. That we're different because we're imbued with that spiritual fruit. So the journey, has just, from looking back, I've learned that, okay, that's my way of expression. So when I write poetry, it's for me to connect with myself and others. And when I deliver it, it's a message that I want to help to uplift and inspire and encourage. And it's a conversation. It's like me having a conversation with my sister and my brother, and hoping that what comes from my heart, I touch your heart. And I remember one time it made me, I thought about it, because I thought I heard, you think you hear things, but then I heard, and I said, that made me feel so good. I had delivered a message at an event, and when in my spiritual community. And when I went to go probably wash my hands or something. And when I came back, one of the sisters was coming toward me as I was going back into the area, the seating area. And she said, oh, you brought tears to my heart. And I thought, I thought she said that. I thought consciously, I heard her say, you brought tears to my eyes, but my heart heard her and I stopped. I said, what did you say? Because I never heard that. She said, you brought tears to my heart. I said, oh, and I just hugged her. I said, oh my God, I never heard that. Thank you so much. So poetry, to me, poetry is another big part of me. It's just a part of who I am, part of my blood, part of DNA, part of my consciousness, the frontal, the middle, the inner, the depth, the heart. So poetry is just me. So Yes, I'll share this one if I may. This is a new one, and I
Look
love
at
this one.
you, just glowing.
Oh, bless your heart. Thank you. I love this one. I just wrote this one this year. As a matter of fact, I don't even think this is 2 months old. And I wrote it because, all of my life and being a Michigan Unemployed Appeals advocate, um, some that know that I do this, I've heard from people that, oh, you should have been a lawyer. And growing up, say, oh, you should have been this or you should have been. And I know that people may mean it as a compliment. I don't take it as a compliment. I never took it as a compliment. To me, we're already in a stage where we're depressed and we're feeling we're not enough or not deserving or have enough. And to me, it's something like that just sets a message in someone's subconscious. Oh, because what you should have been, you're not, then you're a failure. And
Mm,
I don't like it. So I
mhm.
said, you know what? I'm going to write. Because, as a matter of fact, the last time someone had said that, a friend of mine had said, oh, no, 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 no. They meant it as a compliment. I said, well, you know what? They'll never say that to me. And I said, and then that I just thought about, I said, let me write about this. So anyway, this is called Should Have Been. And I even
Oh,
wrote music, but, to the back of it, but, it's on my YouTube on the channel. So I think this is cute, cute, cute piece. Okay. Should have been. How often have you heard you should have been? It's meant as a compliment, or is it? To not be who you should have been is actually not being who you are. Now, that's according to whom? Now, are we ever satisfied and qualified who we have, what we have, quantify what we possess? Is it less than the best, than the power to be and believe? You should have been. You should have been saying you're not who you're supposed to be. And I got to ask you, in whose reality? Now, are we talking unconditional acceptance or reflecting on inspections of a memory we were taught to perceive unlike the original of you and me? You should have been. It should have been a success. It should have been a blessed rise up to your potential in an exponential capacity. Now, okay, if I come to think like you, who thinks I should have been, am I being true to the one and only, the she who imprints on this earth the path designed by God and the universe? Now, because I've not reached the should have been, does that make me a failure or simply a has been? One who maybe have floated on missing the boat. So now when it's said to me, you should have been, I measure the evaluation of the equation and an innocent, unknowing sentiment that really lacks a true compliment. And I answer. See, our subconscious is a powerful compensation of, I'm going to give it a minute, let you fill in the blanks. So now the next time when someone says to you, you should have been, share the revelation, my brother, my sister, and say to them, what I should have been, I already am. Thanks be to God. Thank you.
Wow, that was amazing. Give her some hearts, y'all. Give her some hearts. That was totally amazing. I love the delivery, the style, the impact, the words, everything. How long did it take you to write that?
um, Gosh, maybe now this baby. Let me see. You know what? Because I already right here. I started July 25th, 2020 at
Mhm.
2020 at 1:18. Then I added some to it June 8th, 2022 at 7:23 in the morning. And then 7:21, 2022 at 5:15.
Oh, wow. Amazing. Amazing. Look, standing ovations.
Thank you. Thank
That
you.
was fantastic. I've never been to a spoken word event, but even when I seen, kind of some of them, I was like, wow, they just really amazing. Because I felt what you said. You turned into a totally different person. Your body just lit up and just became alive with that poetry. But that's what happens, y'all, when you're doing what you're called to do, when you're doing what you do that connect you to others. And like you said, our gifts is for us to bless and connect to others. And you can really connect with your gift. So thank you, Dr. Anita. So I got one more quick question before we go into a break. Now, you've written several books.
Mhm.
Um, just give us, we'll start just a Title One. And what prompted, we'll talk about your anthology. What prompted you to write your anthology? And then I want you to also share what you told me about the book, the groceries. What is it? The authors in the groceries program.
Absolutely, yes. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. The anthology, that was the child of my good friend Maria Santiago Valentin. We were on our way to the airport. I went to New York to a meet and greet, G100. And on the way, she, bless her heart, she let me stay in her place. So on the way to the airport, we're talking and just laughing and chilling, just, just talking about it, whatever, any and everything. And then finally she said, Nita, you need to write an anthology for your fundraiser. See, at that time, my family and I, the Angels Dream Team, we were raising funds to build a school in Burkina Faso, West Africa. And I said, oh, Maria, I said, that is so cool. I said, that's a good idea. So she said, yeah, the divine feminine. And then I immediately thought, oh, my relationship with God. So then when I came back to the city, I started thinking about it. And then I just reached out to sisters and said, hey, here's the fundraiser. The book is going to be The Divine Feminine, My Relationship with God. And from that, I'm telling you, God is just so good. It came to be 14 writers from across the globe: Trinidad and Tobago, United Kingdom, South Africa, Angola, oh my gosh, USA, of course. And then, oh, I don't want to leave, let me see. I think that was, yeah, there was 14 writers, because many were from USA, but then those 5 from the other countries, TNT, UK, Angola, South Africa, and United Kingdom. Yep.
Oh, wow.
And we came with this, and the book, it's a wonderful book. And what it is that each of us just wrote about our experience in what is our relationship with God? And also, how did we get to come to understanding our relationship with God versus what God means to us, to make it even more intimate. And doing this, it was just a beautiful blessing for me, because in the process and in the mix of it all, I realized that my relationship with God is cozy, comfortable, and comforting and intimate. And my title is Closer Than the Breath I Breathe, There Is God.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah. And the
Yeah.
author, oh yeah, yeah, the authors program. Yeah, this is just
Okay.
wonderful, guys. You
Y'all
authors,
listen.
yes, yes. And it's Michigan, Colorado, I believe Idaho, Washington, Arizona, Texas, Louisiana. If you are an author, being indie or not, independent or not, there's a national authors program where you can set up and showcase your books in grocery stores. It's called the National Authors Grocery Store Program. It is a minimal investment for right now up until, well, I think we're going into the new year. So the whole year, excuse me, it's just $75 for the whole year. You set your own schedule. You can go anywhere throughout Michigan or wherever your state is. In fact, if you're traveling to other states, you can visit other grocery stores that are affiliated with this program. You just let I call him the president because I don't really know his title. So anyone, if you are interested in getting information about this, please contact me. You can do 313-605-8220. I'm happy. I'm still old school. I like to hear the voice. So yeah, call me. Or you can Google, I think, National Authors Grocery Store Program. It'll come up, and then there's a little form that you can fill out. It'll say who referred you or something like that. Just put down Anita C. Powell for me, and then his name is Ray Depew. He will get in touch with you. But it is wonderful. I mean, for me, I'm meeting people. you're just setting up. It's just a wonderful experience just for networking. And now we have a little group. It's called just a little get together for Michigan authors, people that put my name as a reference. On the 28th will be our first get together. It's just like a half hour thing that we're just going to get together just to encourage each other and motivate and maybe give each other ideas on how we can set up our display, or just like I said, just to encourage each other. So I highly recommend this program. I mean, $75 a year. That is such, you talk about an ROI getting real quick. It's amazing. It's really amazing. And it's been around for over 20 years. From what I understand, there was a senator who wanted, either his wife or his daughter wrote a book. And of course, you guys know, if you're an indie author, it's difficult to kind of get your book out there, shared, just get your things out there. Well, he came up with this program for his wife or his daughter, and it just kicked off ever since then. And Kroger is the affiliated store in Michigan. So if you're interested, please get in touch with me.
What's your number again? A little bit slower.
Yes, 313-605-8220.
All right. Now that's
Yeah.
great. That's great. So for y'all that are authors and y'all live in that state, now you have a resource to connect with people. You don't have to do a vendor event or anything. And people in the grocery stores, you just talk to them. It's a win-win,
It
y'all.
really
Win-win-win-win.
is. It
So
really is.
Dr. Anita, during this time, I give you 60 seconds. You can say what you want for 60 seconds, and then we kind of roll over to the second part of the show. But while you do that, I'm going to look and see what everybody has been commenting, what they're saying. So go ahead, Dr. Anita. I'm going to give you 60 seconds, but make sure you put your contact information and just blow our mind with whatever you want to say.
Okay, thank you. I'm just having such a good time. That's why I want to say that first. And thank you, my beautiful sister Kay, for inviting me. I just want to share with everyone, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing your beautiful energy with us. What can I say? I love reaching out to people. I love connecting and helping to inspire and uplift. If you'd like to be part of our Empowerment Through Spoken Word Poetry, a Help to Heal Foundation, we'd love to have you as an ambassador. We are doing lots of things. Right now, we have a Clean the Closet campaign for November. It's just, cleaning our closet and then donating the items to an organization. I chose Cass Community Social Services. They do wonderful work on Woodrow Wilson here in Detroit. Yeah, they do wonderful work. I said, okay, they're going to be my go-to. We also, with the Empowerment Through Spoken Word, we do social cause video presentations every month. We'd love to have you join us. If you want to join the Tap Into You LLC, that's under Empowerment Through Spoken Word Poetry as well. We have a Tap Into You for World Peace campaign going on. We're going on our 9th month. We have 12 countries participating, and all you have to do is for the second Monday, and I send a reminder on Sunday, the second Monday at 10 p.m., whatever time that is for you, all you do is wherever you are, and laying down, watching TV, playing with your kids, take 6 minutes and just think on peace. And like I said, we're going on our 9th one. As a matter of fact, all of those who are participating just recently received a certificate because we partnered, or we connected with a major World Peace Foundation, when it was a FOPA, Federation of World Peace and Love Foundation. And because we connected with them, all of the participants that are in the Tap Into You Tap Into You for World Peace, and we're peace partners, that's what we call each other. They all received a certificate of acknowledgement from this FOPA, which they're connected with the United Nations. So we're doing some really cool things. Next month, we're going to be celebrating. Next month is Human Rights Month. And specifically, I believe the 16th is International Human Rights Day. So we're going to be doing something for that. So yeah, if you'd like to join us, clean the closet. If you do, just connect with me, because I have a post on the 29th. We're going to create just a post on Facebook where we ask that you take a picture of what you've done, and then post what you've donated and where you donated it to. So those are the things that we have going. And we're coming up with a new initiative, but I haven't met with the board yet, so I'm gonna keep that I'm gonna keep that kind of close to my chest till I meet with them on Friday.
So give them your contact information so they can get in contact.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I know some people say, I don't know if I want to call her. That's cool. So if you rather not call me, it's eswpglobal@gmail.com. That's eswpglobal@gmail.com. Also, as a global chair with G100 Prison Reforms and Reintegration, if you are a sister who has a passion for wanting to help women, we are 5 countries right now. We're looking for country chairs, 5 countries right now, and advisories that we're just now forming, because it's a very new wing. We're just now forming, and what we're planning on doing is creating a model so that we can introduce into the female penal system globally. So if you'd like to be a part of that, please, we're all family. ESWP is a family, G100 Prison Reforms and Reintegration. So I just say, if you want to be part of the family, we love, welcome, and embrace you. Just because of you, and to thank you, because we're grateful and thankful for you, if you'd like to come and join us. All right.
Thank you, Dr. Anita. I
Thank
think
you.
you went 60 minutes 3 times.
Uh-oh.
But you good. You're passionate about what you talk about, and I love seeing your passion just flow out. So we
You
have
say 3
time
times.
for 3 times. No, I'm messing with you. So we have time for one more question, and then we'll close out because I have to be off at 9:15.
Okay.
So you were talking about prison reform, and when I was looking out there, I seen that we have Tisha in the house, Marietta, bless your free. We got
Hey.
Ty out there, Katrina, Pele, she's out there. So we have a lot of great, fantastic women. They just saying hello. They just repeating our comments because they're so impactful to them. I thank you so much.
Praise God.
Yes, and one person said they were very interested in where to donate clothes. And let me tell you, I know the clothes they wear, they can donate them to me. I'm a
Oh, I
charity
know.
now.
What would
Look,
you
I'm a
say? Hey,
charity
we can
now.
start right here. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. I love to get in her closet. I would not come out.
Okay,
But
yeah.
seriously though, she said, so you can just reach out to Dr. Anita. You can find her
Please.
on Facebook is Dr. Anita Caprice
Mm-hmm.
on Facebook. Okay. So all right, y'all. I got one more question for you.
Sure.
Okay. So you talked about working in prison, and I remember you was talking about a common thing that you find among prisoners. Could you just tell us about it briefly?
Sure. 4 years before I left the state of Michigan, so I worked there for 19 years. And the 4 years I worked in the male penal system, Ryan Correctional Facility. And I would talk with the brothers and everything, and ask, they were so talented. I mean, these brothers were you talk about talent, portrait artists, carpenters, working with your hands and everything. And I would ask them, I said, oh my God, I said, how did you know that you had this and this? And if I talked with 100 brothers in that penal system at various different times, there weren't like no round table and everybody heard and then repeated off of what somebody else said. This was during if I'm walking on the ground, if I'm sitting at my desk and somebody comes and sit up. One thing when I asked that question, without fail, each and every one of them said, I didn't know what I had until I was forced to be still. And not forced to be in prison, but forced to be still, and had to go within, had to quiet my mind, to go within, to come to grips with who I am. that was the birth of Tap Into You. Now, I left the corrections in 1998. Tap Into You didn't come about until 1990, maybe 2018, 2016, because it took that time of to get to that journey to say, oh my God, Tap Into You was born back then, talking with those brothers, because it is, and that's why it's the Tap Into You movement. We have got to go inside, to go within, because in our hearts, the core right around, just like the earth, around our hearts, yes, you have those layers, and that's some, those are things that maybe need healed, but in the center of our heart, that's truth. That's the truth center. That's where we go, that you can, everything that you need is right in that truth center, because that's where the power, presence, essence, and love of God resides. That is that connection, that tap into you, tap into that power, not us, not the human part, but tap into, like you say, that Holy Spirit, that guidance, that one that will not fail you in your path. And oh my God, the more we do that, the more, and I just know the less suicide, the less die by suicide, the less attempt to die by suicide, the less depression, the less the hope. That's one thing, a part of my journey where I am now, is that because I still know that there's a part of me that feels that I'm not enough. But I love that part of me now, because I know I can tap into that other part that says, yes, you are. And you're more than that. You're more than that, because that other part that I feel that I'm not enough helps keep me humble. But to be able to know that there's another side, not just the flaw, the frail and the weak, there's the strength, the power. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what I learned from the inmates. Yeah, tap into you. And it's TAP, the letter N, the number 2, the U. There's 6 of them, because in between the 6, you have the 3 representing the Holy Spirit.
That's amazing. That's amazing. You are an amazing woman, Dr. Anita.
I'm your mirror, my sister.
And I just want to thank you for tonight. It was fun. It was entertaining. And thank you for the spoken words. Thank you for the knowledge that you shared with us tonight. So I'm going to give you 2-minute closeout. And then once you close out, and then I'll do the final close.
Okay.
Whatever you want to say.
Oh, thank you. I just want to say, God bless you, beautiful sisters who, took your time. As they say, you could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be with my beautiful sister and me this evening to share your energy, to share your love and your support. I'm thankful and grateful for you. Again, please reach out to me. Let's connect on Facebook, Dr. DrAnitaCaprice. I'm also on LinkedIn, on Twitter. I am a Facebook gal. So I do more of the social media on Facebook, but I just want you to know the journey and self-recovery is beautiful. And I just hope so are you. All we have to do is continue to elevate and just touch on that trust, recognize that, within your imperfection, yes, there is perfection, my beautiful, beautiful spirit, sister friend. All we got to do is just tap into it and recognize that it is one energy, there is one love, and we are all connected with that one energy and one love. So that means that we can love on each other unconditionally, wholefully, heartfully, and we don't have to worry about no thought of drama, because we are one, we are sisters. And that's the beauty of walking in life. That's the beauty, and just have some fun too. I finally learned, have some fun with it. My thing is, if I can't have fun with it, and I don't mean, I do mean bringing out that little girl too. Now, we got to bring out that little girl and bring out that little boy. If the fellas are watching, that is so important to bring out, and then just have fun, and I don't mean like, okay, giggling all the time, but enjoying everything that you do. And if you don't enjoy it, it just means it's not for you, and pass it on to someone else. That's all. That's all. Easy peasy, nice and breezy. And I love you. I love you.
I love it. Easy peasy, nice and
Nice
breezy.
and breezy.
That's how we're going to approach, y'all, our challenges. It's going to be nice and easy peasy, breezy. Okay.
Easy, nice and breezy.
Okay. That's how we're gonna approach life, y'all. Like, hey, I got this. It's gonna be easy peasy. But thank you so much, Dr. Anita. Like I said, she gave out
Thank
her
you.
contact information, how to find her on Facebook. And so tonight we had a great and wonderful talk. She just her energy flow about loving each other and tapping into the Holy Spirit that's within you. A lot of times we don't understand the help that we have inside of us. Sometimes we tap into the inside sabotage. We need
Yeah.
to tap into the inside winner, our helper, the Holy Spirit. And we forget. So maybe we just need to tap ourselves sometimes and be like, hey, the Holy Spirit is in me to help me, you know? And it's okay to ask for help. It's not a show of weakness. As Dr. Anita said, it's a sign of being strong enough to know when you can't handle this alone. So ladies, I thank you for watching, everybody that's out there, gentlemen too, and I thank Dr. Anita. But if you come back at 9:30 on my page, we're having the Ruby Girl Afterglow, the Ruby Girl Show Afterglow. So this is something different. And my speakers that are going to speak on Friday, we will be on the Ruby Girl After Show. I promise you it's going to be short, sweet. It's going to be easy peasy. So, Dr. Anita, you keep speaking the word, you keep writing because your poetry is powerful. It's impacting people's lives, it's putting tears in people's hearts. You're changing people's hearts. And for people to be impacted in such a way, that is your gift that God has given you to the world to bring people together, to heal hearts and to heal minds. So thank you so much for being a guest on the Ruby Girl Talk. I totally, absolutely enjoyed you. And don't forget, y'all, to go sign. If you're an author, you have a book, to sign up for that program if it's in your state. So, all right, Dr. Anita. Hey, everybody that's watching, I will be back
Yeah.
next Tuesday,
Bye. Blessings, peace,
8:30
and
p.m.
love.
Yes, it's easy peasy, y'all. Have a great evening. Join me at
Bye-bye.
9:30. Come back at 9:30 tonight. All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.